Hello my fellow retro maniacs and welcome to Let's Play Age of Empires. So I'm gonna play the Egyptian campaign, which is supposed to be like tutorial. But since I have not played these, I just want to check, what they are about, and what's the history text that you have. When we have video. Very good quality. Yeah, I have not played the remastered versions, so I don't know if these cutscenes have improved versions. I don't know. Maybe they had to remake the whole cutscene cinematic. I don't think those assets for those CGI videos still exist. I don't know. So hunting 800 BC, 8000 BC. The Ice Age has passed. Plants and wildlife are plentiful thanks to the improved climate. Although the technology of your tribe is still primitive, your hunting skills are excellent. Establish a small village on this Nile Delta island and grow your tribe to 7 people. So yeah, this is very tutorial. I don't need to learn these things. I'm a veteran of Age of Empires. That's why I put it on hardest. I don't know what's the difficulty. There's no enemy here. But maybe there's some hints or tricks that are given here. So I'm just gonna check these tutorials. Okay, let's read the history. The Nile Valley has been inhabited by humans for perhaps millions of years due to the mild climate. Well, I think the modern human species only dates back to maybe a couple of 100,000. So if you are talking about millions, those are not humans. They are Homo erectus and other Homo geni. The presence of freshwater and its proximity to southern Africa, where the first human ancestors evolved. Water is necessary for all life, making the river valley a good place to find useful plants and animals. The delta area of the river is especially bountiful. It is not hard to imagine Stone Age peoples making a comfortable life by the standards of the time along the Nile. By 8,000 years ago, the ice was gone and the climate was comparable to what we encounter today. Yeah, before the climate change. Stone Age hunters would have shared the Nile Valley with a variety of wildlife that could be hunted for food. By this time, our ancestors had domesticated the dog and were using spear throwers, atlatls, and primitive bows. You must hunt gazelles to increase your stockpile. New houses. Villagers can move around the gazelles and herd them closer to the town center. Food for hunting deteriorates over time, so it's most efficient to assign more than one villager to gather the meat from a kill. Beware of alligators. They tend to eat unwary villagers who wander near the shore. Alligators can be hunted and provide food like gazelles. Oh, I don't have any. It's running on full speed. Yes, it is. It's very boring. It's not working. I thought that was like a proton man. Scare them. I was allowed to use these cheat codes. Oh, there's a good place to... Come on! Does this actually count as a unit? What's he doing? Or you can't even like harvest one that's killed by Big Daddy. Also, it doesn't count as a unit. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. Boom boom ba-ba-da-ba-dum. Well, that was a short one. I guess I'm gonna do a couple of more of these tutorials. The hunting was good along the Nile, and the inhabitants of the region lived well. As a result, population densities increased and the people prospered. Tiny Egyptian tribe passed its first hurdle on the long road to building a mighty empire. So I think they should actually start with the Sumerian and Ur culture, because that was, I think that preceded Egyptian culture. I'm not quite sure. Maybe at the same time. You know, there was just in news that new culture was founded 14,000 years ago somewhere in Turkey. So it's very interesting. You know, it's 6,000 years before, or 4,000 years before this campaign. Let's check the other. This first one don't have any enemies, so the difficulty level doesn't really matter. build a storage pit, build a granary, build dock. Hunting has been good along the Nile for hundreds of years, but growing numbers of hunters have depleted the wild game. Edible plants are alternative food sources that can supplement or complement hunting. Hunters have reported berry bushes across the river to the east. Find these forage sites and collect food from them. Establish a significant village in this area by building a granary, storage pit, and dock. It is not clear if our human ancestors were predominantly scavengers, hunters, or gatherers of plant foods. It is likely that they found food where they could, and the mix of methods was influenced heavily by environmental conditions. On grasslands, for example, hunting was the major source of food. Coastal environments favored the gathering of shellfish and seabird eggs, plus fishing from the shore. A river valley or delta, such as that of the Nile, was particularly productive spot to settle because of the expected variety of fish, birds, game animals, and edible plants. Over time, humans learned which nuts, fruits, seeds, roots, and other plant parts were edible, perhaps just by watching other animals. Foraging sites in Age of Empires presents all these vegetable food sources. Gatherers learned about growing seasons by remembering the times of the year and places where certain food sources became available. Certain fruits, for example, ripen only during a few months. Nomadic gatherers developed a pattern of travel in order to be in the right place to take advantage of seasonal food supplies. A particularly rich site, such as a river valley, the many food alternatives made it possible for early villages to be built because food was plentiful throughout the year. The first villages consisted of homes and places where food could be stored and protected. Granary. The town central storage pit. Stone golden is not used in this scenario. Very small map. Yeah, there's lots of wood here as well. But I need wood as well. Building. More stuff. My score increases as I cover the map. And that's the full of the map. I don't need you anymore. So it's a nice thing that this is like a Rise of Nation or the HD patch, so can queue up villagers. So yeah, like I said, I have not played the remastered versions, like a definitive version or HD version. I don't know what's the difference. I think definitive version has like all new graphics and so on, but Whereas the HD version has just like improved resolution and like minor fixes. But I like to play the original versions, you know, it's what are you chopping? Can you actually chop berry bushes? What's going on?
Oklahoma? Rogan?
There's no wood. Oh, there's a palm here. I didn't realize. Good. Can collect more. Okay. Let's build granary here. Momus. Dying. No, don't go there. Too far. Grab. How much is the storage bit? 120. Well, that's in. Put it like right here. Almost. Yeah, I don't really need anything. Yeah, just dock, and that's done then. The dock is only 100 food. There you go. You are victorious. The ancient Nile River flooded each year, covering the land. Was that supposed to be the Nile River? It's beautiful. Banking, covering the lands along its course with a fresh layer of silt. These lands were very productive, and the Nile Valley was an excellent place to gather wild plant foods. The early Egyptians learned to gather plant foods to supplement their hunting. These new food sources led to even greater population density, and the Egyptians grew stronger. Discoveries. Hunter-gatherers in the Nile Delta and along the river have begun encountering other cultures located to the south, up the Nile, to the west along the Mediterranean coast, and to the north, east into the Sinai and beyond. Parties of explorers are searching the borderlands. You have been sent into a region to the west toward people called the Libyans. According to the legend, there are several sacred sites in the area near your campsite. Sacred sites are known as discoveries and can be recognized by the figure of a white horse etched into the ground. Find the 5 discoveries before the encroaching Libyans do. Find the 5 discoveries before the Libyans find them. Human populations around the world expanded following the end of the Ice Age and gradually settled in the locations where food was plentiful. Once the better spots were taken, competition began over who would hold these locations. A good site might have meant the difference between survival or not during a drought. Geographic features took a special meaning to those groups settled permanently in an area. Waterfalls or interestingly shaped rock faces, for example, might have special properties associated with them. Ownership of these features was a source of pride for the group. Loss of control to neighbors might have been a blow to the unity or strength of the group. Prehistoric peoples had an affinity for the natural world that city dwellers of today cannot appreciate. It was critical to the survival of a family group or tribe that they be aware of what was going on around them at all times. They knew the territory around them for miles like we know the inside of our homes. Exploring and searching may have been pleasurable, but it was also a necessity. More villages you create, the more protection you have from predators. Libyan attack as you explore the map and search of the disk. You must hunt or forage food to create new villagers. Chop wood, build additional houses. Create several villages. You can group them and explore the map. If you're attacked by the enemy legions or predators, retaliate with your group of villagers and then resume your search. For example, if you keep a predator, don't stop gather the food from its carcass. So this I actually might fail because this is our hardest setting, so if the Libyans start attacking me, I may lose. Build 4 more. We should start looking at those. One there. Assholes. What's the last one? There it is. Okay. There was another town center here. The ingenious peoples of the Nile Valley pushed back the invaders from the west and maintained control of the river. The Egyptians were destined to become rich and powerful, while the Libyans remained a barbaric culture for thousands of years. And until Muammar Gaddafi, at least. The Libyans were heard from again, however. Okay. Yeah, I think this is enough now. Next time, do something else. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.